it, may not have been the prettiest game, but ultimately getting a win is what matters. And it was great to get one after having some, really close losses that were a play away from being a different outcome earlier in the year. So really encouraged by us finding a way to win in spite of, so many plays we want to have back. It was great to start fast with our opening drive. I thought that was a great drive, converted some third downs, mix of run and pass. And then, the second and third quarters, we just, combination of the turnovers, the field position, just not, even the one third down, we, were short by 6 inches and just couldn't stay on the field. But it was great to find something in the late third and early fourth. And, defense did a tremendous job only allowing 13 points to really keep us in the game. And so proud of our receivers for the way they played, really spread the ball around today. Olabisi Johnson stepped up and was exactly who he was last year and when we needed him, and had a great game in Adams' absence. Obviously, Chad Beebe did some outstanding stuff. Tyler Conklin's done a great job for us in Irv's absence. So we've talked all offseason in camp about how the depth we have at the skill positions, and I think it showed today. Was really proud of those guys and the way they played, and hopefully we can keep giving them more opportunities. Plenty to clean up. We'll have a lot of things to learn from this film, and just excited to come away from the stadium today with a little better feeling in our spirits. But I'll take any questions you have.
Kirk, did this one, obviously it ended up differently, but it felt like you almost had like a harder task there on that game-winning drive, 151 and no timeouts. What was, I guess, the mentality going into that fourth quarter down the stretch, and why do you think this one turned out differently than some of the other close games that you guys did not come away with a win?
Every game's its own entity. It's hard to compare. We just got an empty in that last drive, and they rushed 3 for several of the plays, and we had time to be able to work through the progressions, and a lot of different guys showed up and made big plays.
Kirk, what did it mean to you to be able to connect with Chad Beebe on that last touchdown after find a guy who works so hard and looking for that opportunity?
Yeah, I think even beyond the punt, he's been working hard now for 3 years. He's had injuries the last couple of years. He kept flashing and showing that he was such a great player, and yet, a combination of factors were kind of preventing him from getting more opportunities. And so I was really encouraged by the last few weeks, him being able to get back out there and make some more plays for us, and then today to have the game-winning touchdown and then make so many plays. He had a big play on a third down early in the game when we were backed up. He's a great player. He showed it today, and he's one of those guys where if we give him more opportunities, he's going to make plays. But we'll see week to week what we have as far as personnel and how we want to attack teams.
What was the range of emotions kind of late in the game? I mean, things look bad after Beebe muffed the punt, and then things look great for you after your touchdown, but they still had a 54-yard attempt to win it. What were the back and forth emotions like for you?
Yeah, it's every week really, Chris, is a roller coaster. I mean, think back to so many of our games this year, wins and losses, and just you're all over the map all game long, and so you have to, and you learn to as you play longer to just kind of stay even keel and steady, not get too high, not get too low, but just keep playing and believe that if you keep playing, good things can happen. Sometimes they don't, but today we were able to get back in it for a variety of reasons. The block field goal was a big part of it, and just encouraging to be able to find one like that the way we did.
You were so accurate at the end of the game. Can you tell when you're on? Can you tell when you just every ball is going to go exactly where you want it?
Well, I think part of it was just, protection was really clean, so I was able to kind of, a couple of those plays probably took longer than I should have, but I just didn't feel the rush collapsing on me. I think the first play of the drive to Justin, I really maybe 2 or 3 hitched that. I'm just taking a while, but I had time. I threw one to Beebe, later where I kind of took some time, and then even the throw to Kyle over the middle that got us down in the low red zone, was one where normally you just don't have that kind of time. So it was a great protection, and guys got to their spots, and it's a little easier to be efficient like that when you know where everyone's going to be and they're showing up for you on time.
Kirk, you talk about even keel, but was that difficult to do after the kind of back-to-back fumbles in the third quarter? And I guess what did you see from the rest of the offense after that sequence?
Yeah, football is such a momentum game. So when you lose the momentum the way we did at the start of the third quarter, it's you dig yourself a hole that you got to climb out of. But I think we all as players have some character to us, and I think that shows in the second half the way we played. I think it showed coming out of the bye week at 1-5 the way we've played since the bye. So I've always felt we have a really good locker room with good quality character guys who are just going to keep playing and not going to get down or give up or point fingers. And in a day like today, you get to see that character shine through. And there's so many players that I just think the world of for the way they kept playing and made plays for us and made a difference for the guy next to them.
How'd you feel, Kirk, about the way the defense stepped up late, holding them to some late field goals, especially saving the game, at 2-minute range at the end?
Well, our defense only allowed 13 points, and that's a really good showing. And any time you can hold teams to field goals instead of touchdowns, it ends up having a major impact on the game. So, thrilled with the way they played today. And, Eric's interception was an enormous play in the game as you look back at it. So, when you have a game like that where it goes back and forth, there's so many plays you can point to, but certainly our defense kept showing up time and again to give us a chance to get back in it.